say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
not the same. So she customizes her care, her motivating, her teaching, her advising to each of these students. That is a motivational aspect for all of us, and all of us can learn from it. Billie Rae Charles, we are going to miss you so much. You are the icon and the model of what a teacher should be. So thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on with our program. Our next speaker is Dr. Estella Castillo-Garrison. Dr. Garrison comes to us having been born in the Central Valley of California, of people that work very hard. That part of California, right now, as you're feeling this 100-degree weather and how dry it is farmland. It is populated by hardworking people that work hours, long hours every day to produce what we need in this nation. Not everybody's a farmer there, but that's the part of the world she comes from. And I'm not going to steal her story. But when you're looking for folks to work in community colleges, those that have seen the value of education through hard work and sacrifice, Dr. Garrison is certainly that type of person. Would you please welcome Dr. Estella Castillo-Garrison.
Wireless mic, because I'm going to probably need to be looking at all of you. So just a sec, I hope. Is it on?
I can hear you in the morning.
Are we good? All right. For that sharing and for inviting me to share a little bit of my story with our students today and on this amazing, incredible day of celebration. Already I've been crying since the moment Stephanie walked up, and of course with Billie Rae. So I hope I can hold it together just for a few more minutes. But one of the things when I was asked to speak here, I was really thinking about what I could share with all of you. My story is a really long story, as you can imagine, but the parts that are relevant to where we are today, it's really, really important that I kind of share with you the evolution, because if you look in the program, you'll see I named this yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and that's really that continuum of time that we all share together. And I really thought, wow, I should start kind of at the beginning. And so I have a little slide. I have one slide. My whole presentation is one slide. Jake, are you able to? All right. So there you go. This is my one slide, and this is about what I call yesterday. So you see this amazing, beautiful woman right here. This was yesterday, 50 years from her. Her cap and her gown and the symbolism of this and the celebration was when she passed her high school equivalency. And that was my mother. Prior to the moment that she was sharing with her cohort for that year, she did drop out of high school. At age 15, she met and married my father, my dad. 2 years later, at the age of 18, she gave birth to my brother. And at 2 years later, at 16, she gave birth to my brother. 2 years later, at 18, she gave birth to me. Super grateful for that, of course. But unfortunately, by the age of 20, she found herself as a single mother with 2 children, of no fault of her own. And she said, nope, we're going to do this. It doesn't matter. This is the circumstances that we're in. We have 2 children, and we're going to do this. Now, she didn't have a high school diploma, and she knew that she needed to make a little bit more money than she was making now, or a lot more money than she was making right now. And the only way forward was a high school equivalency exam, her GED. So, lucky for her, she had my grandparents to take care of us. We lived in a small little greenhouse on the outside of town, so she had to drive into town. But luckily, there was a program just like the one that we're celebrating today. It was a program that offered night classes. And thank you, Stephanie. I know you just started night classes here, which is amazing. So thank you for that. So lucky for my mother, she was able to go and support and get a job supporting us 2 children while working on a high school diploma. in the evening, and she had teachers just like Billie Rae who believed in her. She walked into the doors, and she used to share this picture. Actually, we had this picture in a 5x7 in our little tiny living room, and we would look at it, and she would tell us a story about how she walked into the classroom just like Billie Rae's classroom, and that this teacher believed in her, and how she learned that education was that important. And so that was our goal. Our goal was to make sure that she, my brother was a little bit older, I was a little bit younger, but she made sure that we were aware of the story that she went back to school and achieved this goal. So you kind of fast forward now, she's instilling us through the conversation and the symbolism of this celebration that she was part of, that education was really important. And so while we were in high school, even though, again, single mother, she didn't have a lot of money, she made sure that we had the tools that we needed. She made sure we had access to technology. She purchased an old, used Tandy computer. It was basically a word processor. She wanted to make sure we had access to technology because it was really important in the early 80s. It's important now. She made sure we had access to information. She bought us the Encyclopedia Britannica. This was before internet, right? And so we had access, A to Z, of information. She also purchased, I think it was off of TV, 2 VHS tapes that we would put in that would teach us study strategies, skills, best practices. And so she opened up that world to us. She said, you know what, kids? You have to have a better life, and education is the way to go. And she meant it, and we believed it, and it was incredible. And so when it came time to go to college, because that was one of the things, she said, I can't help you. I was a first-generation college student. She said, I can't help you navigate the system, but I know, just like she did at the adult school, if you walk in, there's going to be a community of people that will be there to help you. Just ask questions. And it was beautiful. It was just that. I was able to go into an environment I've never been in before and that no one in my family had been a part of, and ask questions. And people like these amazing people showed up for me and helped me. Now, it wasn't perfect. I was learning, good and bad. Access to education was fantastic, so I went from full-time to part-time, and I will tell you, it took me 7 years to get my associate's degree. 7 years, because I was taking class at a time, but I still did it every single time, and we celebrated with my mom. Every class I passed, we did it. Those VHS little tapes were called, that package was called, If There's a Will, There's an A, and I learned out there was a will, so there will be an A. So I became an A student because that was in my reach. So I took my time. After 7 years working on my associates, it took me 1 year to get my bachelor's degree, 1 year. It took me 2 years to get my master's degree, 2 years. It took me 3 years to get my doctorate degree. I didn't stop, just kept going. Opportunity was there. And what I knew I needed to do was make my way straight to the community college because I needed to give back and be that community and to support that community that supports students like you. So it was a long journey to get here. I've been in the system, higher education, for 20 years. And the most compelling, most profound part of this whole 20 years has been the support of adult education. I am beyond grateful, Dr. Tribally, to walk in and share a space with you for the last 7 years. To meet a president that gets it is amazing. It is not something you see every day, and you've heard Billie Rae talk about that probably many times. This is amazing. And for that, we have programs. We have amazing dean, an amazing director, amazing teachers who are teaching, amazing partners, amazing community, and amazing students. So we talked a little bit about my yesterday. We talked about today. Today is celebrating all of you. This is your day. This is amazing. But tomorrow is a new day, and I hope that you remember today. And who knows, 50 years from today, somebody could be on a stage just like this, remembering the sacrifices and the strength that you had. So as you move forward tomorrow, may you continue to be an inspiration to everyone here and everyone that you come into contact with. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my story with you. You make a difference. Wish you all the best in your tomorrows. And just like that, I'm back. All right, well, this is really incredible. You've all done such an incredible job. I'm gonna put my glasses on though, so I can read this. So before we recognize our top test takers, we'd like to take a moment to reflect on what earning a HiSET high school equivalency credential truly represents. The HiSET was developed to provide an affordable, accessible pathway to a high school equivalency credential while maintaining rigorous academic standards. It consists of 5 subject area tests, each scored on a scale of 1 to 20. To earn a passing score, a test taker must score at least 8 on a subtest, earn a minimum of a score of 2 out of 6 on the writing essay, and achieve a combined score of at least 45 across all 5 tests. Passing HiSET is no small achievement. Those who earn this credential have demonstrated academic skills that exceed the minimum level typically required to graduate from a traditional high school. Research has shown that if HiSET were administered to a random sample of graduating high school seniors, only about 60% of them would pass on the first attempt. So in other words, earning and passing a HiSET with a HiSET score reflects a significant level of academic achievement. Our graduates didn't just meet the standard, they exceeded it. Every graduate here today earned a composite score of at least a 45, placing among the top 40% of graduating high school seniors nationwide. Even more impressive, the average composite score of this graduating class is 63, well above the passing requirement. Absolutely, this is an accomplishment worthy of celebration. We're incredibly proud of each and every graduate sitting here before us. This year, we also have special distinction to recognize. A score of 15 to 20 on a HiSET subtest is considered college ready. 3 graduates in this class achieved college ready scores of 15 or higher on all 5 subtests, a truly exceptional accomplishment. It is my honor to recognize and celebrate our 3 HiSET top test takers. Would the following graduates please join us at the podium to receive your recognition? We have a certificate and a gift for each of you. Sky Beatty, Scope Program. Cody Green, Sheridan College in Johnson County. Emma Lynn Taffy, Sheridan College in Sheridan County. Please join me in congratulating them on this outstanding achievement.
Good afternoon, everyone. There is no doubt that your presence here today is connected to someone seated on this stage. While the challenges of completing the HiSET have already been shared by Dr. Castillo-Garrison, I imagine many of you had a front row seat as your child, sibling, spouse, partner, or friend faced those challenges and persevered through them. What makes this graduation ceremony so special is the very thing that makes our program so special: our students. Their determination, courage, and commitment inspire us every day. One of the most meaningful traditions of adult education graduation is the sharing of student stories. These stories are more than reflections on earning a credential. They are testimonies of resilience, growth, and transformation. They speak to the impact of this program and honor the legacy built by those who refused to give up, who overcame obstacles, and who remained relentless in pursuit of their goals. Today, we are honored to hear directly from several graduates as they share their journeys. Please join me in welcoming our first student speaker, Bailey Whitford.
Sorry, I've been crying, so my nose is runny. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Bailey Whitford, and the reason that I dropped out of school is rather unusual. Let me explain. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma where I attended a very small school. The athletic team there was very stellar, but for kids like me, school wasn't so good. For starters, I struggled with a number of learning disabilities. I had dyslexia, for starters, and I struggled with numbers and had dyscalculia. No comprehension skills, and could not seem to retain anything that was taught to me. Dealing with all of these learning issues was very hard on me as a child. It affected the way that I made friends and lived life. When it came to my sophomore year, I found out that I only had 2 credits on my transcript because the counselor of our high school purposely did not put me in the classes that I needed to graduate. In the end, I finally found out why, and the why shocked me. The reason was because the school got money for every IEP that I had, and even more money for me being African American and Native American. So much money, in fact, that they planned to keep me until I was 20. They actually told me that staying would be the only way that I would be able to graduate. When I left, because I didn't want to stay until I was 20, the principal called me every day for a while asking me to return. School had been so hard for me that after trying and failing time and time again, I felt the odds were forever stacked against me. I figured that I would never be anything but a gas station worker, bartender, or a house cleaner. I didn't believe in myself, and I never had the self-esteem I needed to have. But now I have achieved what I never thought would be possible. I've gained confidence in myself and in my future. My reason for completing this program and achieving my high school equivalency diploma goes beyond just being able to make a path for myself in the future. It shows my daughter what my parents have taught me through the years. Never give up and never quit, even when you feel like the world is against you and you're crumbling. If I can achieve this, then anyone can. But I almost didn't even try due to fear of failing again. The Lord says not to live in fear. I should be proof of that. Now I can go forward and continue my education the way that I plan to, and that's all thanks to this program. Personally, this program fit perfectly with my busy life. Actually, enrolling in this program was a rush last-minute decision for me. I didn't put a lot of thought into it, which works best for me because I tend to overthink and then back out. But this time I didn't, and boy howdy am I proud of myself in this very moment. But when I say this program worked perfectly for my crazy life, I mean it. My husband attends this college, so we rode together twice a week. Our little girl attends school, so she was not interrupted at all. It went smooth as butter at every angle, and this program was truly a blessing for me and my little family. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to my husband, Caleb Whitford, for dealing with me throughout this entire process because I am a bit rough. With that being said, I would also like to say thank you to Billie Rae and to Stephanie. These wonderful women helped me through my tears and feelings that I couldn't do this. I really struggled with one subject pretty seriously, and I'd like to thank my friends who cheered me on every time I called and told them I passed one of my tests. My parents and my grandma, who could not be here, have believed in me the entire time and are cheering me on from Oklahoma. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I will always forever be thankful for each and every one of you. And to Daisy Bell, my little girl, thank you for keeping Mommy on her toes and giving me a reason to want to succeed and be someone. And to the Sheridan College, man, there are so many things I can say. What a wonderful place, such friendly staff, and everyone is so helpful. When I enrolled for the fall semester, I ran into issues, but the wonderful staff at this college worked super hard to figure it out. Never once did they get upset. They treated me with the utmost respect. Tucked between the mountains and all the walking paths, how could anyone ever complain? I'm so proud to be a part of this beautiful town and be attending this college very soon. I'm enrolled in the welding program and will be starting this fall.
She's not done. Hang on. She is done. For the next student speaker, I would like to invite Lainey to the podium.
it's emotional for everybody.
There's tissues.
All right.
I got you. It's okay. It's okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lainey, and today is a day I wasn't sure I'd ever be here. When I was 18, I survived a very terrible car crash that left me with traumatic injuries. Shortly after that, my mom survived having a stroke while on the operating table. God damn it. Both of these situations were so difficult that I could not continue with my high school. So today here, standing as a high-set graduate is something I am incredibly proud of because I know the hard work, sacrifices, and determination that it took to get here for all of us. And for many of us, the path to this graduation was not a straight line at all. Life happens. We face challenges, responsibilities, setbacks, and moments when giving up might have seemed easier than continuing. But despite everything, this time we kept going. We showed up, we learned, we refused to let our circumstances define our future. To my fellow graduates, I want to say how proud I am of each of you. Each person sitting here has their own story. Some of us have balanced work, family, financial struggles, or personal hardships while pursuing this goal. Today is proof that it is not too late to invest in yourself and never too late to keep moving forward. I would also like to thank our teachers, Billie Rae and Stephanie. You did more than teach us from books. You encouraged us, and when we doubted ourselves, celebrated each of our successes with your little pom-poms, and reminded us that we were capable of achieving more than we sometimes believed. Your patience, dedication, and support made every difference and made this possible, and we are so grateful for everything that you have done for us. And to our families and loved ones, thank you for standing beside us throughout our journeys. Thank you for your encouragement, your understanding, and your belief in us in every difficult day. This accomplishment belongs to you as much as it belongs to all of us. Because without your support, we couldn't have been here. You helped carry us to this moment. And to my children that are sitting right here in the front row, I want to say something special. You were one of my greatest motivations. There were days I was tired, overwhelmed, and unsure if I could keep going. But I keep thinking about the example I wanted to set for you. I hope today shows you that goals are worth pursuing and fighting for. Challenges can be overcome, and it is never too late to keep learning and growing. Everything I do is inspired by the love I have for you. I also want to say a very special thank you to Tracy Ferris and Melissa Bryant. Thank you for not giving up on me. And to my mom, thank you for always being there and supporting me. Now that I have reached this goal, I plan to find new employment and even attend college. As we leave here today, let's remember that this diploma is not the end of our journey here. It is the beginning of a new chapter in life filled with opportunities, possibilities, dreams that are waiting to be pursued. Congratulations, class of 2026. We earned this moment. Let's be proud of how far we came here and where we go next. And as for the next student speaker, I would like to invite Jonathan to the podium.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. My name is Jonathan Ivan Velasquez Monjaras, and I'm honored to be standing here today. I recently moved here from San Jose, California. I've always wanted to be successful. There's no better long-term method to success in education. San Jose is one of the most expensive cities in the country. So naturally, I can't get by with making $100K a year. I'm glad I chose Sheridan College High School Equivalency Program to step closer to my goal. Even though I still have a long way to go, this program gives people like me the opportunity to work towards a goal, whether that's owning a business or working law enforcement. Like my parents, my path to education was different than many people. I lived and attended San Jose Job Corps for about a year. I was studying to be a welder or electrician, but I didn't get to graduate due to government budget cuts. When I was younger, I didn't get the same opportunities that other people had, and it felt like I had the short end of the stick, which just means I have to work harder than others to have things I need. I'm glad to be a part of the first generation of my family to graduate, along with my cousin who graduated something like 3 years ago. Even though I spent much of my teen years living alone, I wish my parents were here to see me earn my high set diploma, but unfortunately they're still in California. My family has shown me that no matter what challenges I face, I can achieve my goals if I stay determined. As for my future, I plan to move back to the city of San Jose, where I can plan on exploring opportunities for college. I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I'm planning on learning about project management and becoming a construction superintendent so I can one day buy my parents a house. I would like to thank Sheridan College and the SCOPE program for being so supportive and leading me through achieving this goal. I chose the program because I knew how much it would help me. I wanted to remind everybody to take advantage of the opportunities you're given because not everybody gets the same chance to. Finally, congratulations to everybody graduating. We all took different paths to get here, but today we celebrate the same accomplishment. I wish everybody success and happiness in whatever comes next. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026. Now I would like to invite Stephanie back to the podium.
This autobiography, written by his loving grandmother, Mary Daly Smith, belongs to Kyler Mines. Wave, Kyler. He is a member of the class of 2026, and it is my privilege to give a voice to his story. At 16 years old, I thought I had my life figured out. I was an A and B student at Sheridan High School. I worked hard in school and lived for Friday night lights. Football wasn't just a game to me, it was my purpose. Every practice, every workout, every sacrifice was for one goal, earning a college football scholarship. Beyond that was an even bigger dream than most people called unrealistic. But I believed with everything I had, I wanted to play in the NFL. My life revolved around training, studying film, lifting weights, and becoming the best athlete I could be. Coaches saw my potential. Family and friends believed in me. Every season felt like another step toward the future I had spent years building. Then, in a single moment, everything changed on September 5th, 2023. Little did I know, the person who walked on the field that day would not be the same person who walked off it. One hit erased all my plans, leaving me with a traumatic brain injury that didn't just end my football career, it shattered the identity I had spent my life creating. One hit stole more than the game. It stole my plans, my confidence, my independence, and the future I thought I was guaranteed. The injury affected far more than my ability to play sports. Recovery brought physical pain and emotional struggles. I am learning how to adapt to a life that looks completely different from the one I had planned. I spent 4 months at Children's Hospital in Denver, Colorado, relearning how to sit, walk, eat, and talk. When I returned home, I returned to Sheridan High School on an IEP, an individual education plan, one I had never been on before TBI. I had to gradually reintegrate into school a few hours a day the remainder of my sophomore year. My junior and senior year, I attempted to go full days, but I missed a lot of school due to issues related to my TBI, which put me further behind on credits. Knowing I would not be allowed to walk at Sheridan High School graduation, I left and pursued the HiSET program with Billie Rae at Sheridan College. I still struggle with the loss of my identity. Football had been such a large part of who I was that I am not sure who I am without it. Watching others continue to pursue their dreams while I am working through my recovery has been difficult. There are still moments of frustration, disappointment, and doubt. Recovery isn't a straight line. It isn't inspirational speeches or miraculous breakthroughs. It is confusion, frustration, headaches, memory problems, emotional battles, and learning to accept that healing cannot be rushed. While everyone else kept moving forward with their lives, I felt like mine had been put on pause. And yet, I am here today. I am humorous, sarcastic, and hardworking. I still work out almost every day. When I walk across the stage and get my diploma, I know my dog Rooster will be proud of me. Almost as proud of me as my grandma and my family. Thank you. I would like to invite our next student speaker, Demi, to the podium.
Good afternoon to all of you. I'm glad you're here for this wonderful celebration of our graduation. Legally, my name is Jody Morton, but I prefer to go by Damien, Klein, or Demi for short. The main reason I dropped out of traditional school was because my home life wasn't the greatest. Trigger warning. I was born to an alcoholic, narcissistic mother and an emotionally distant father who I barely talked to and only saw every other weekend. During that time, I was heavily suicidal and depressed, to the point of being addicted to self-harm and attempting suicide multiple times. Luckily, none of those attempts were successful, and I'm here standing tall in my own courage and self-worth that I have steadily built for myself, along with a happy and fulfilling life. I'm uniquely talented with my many hobbies of using all mediums for drawing and painting. I like to stay active by longboarding, riding my BMX bike, and exploring the beautiful Bighorn Mountains. I followed my heart instead of my education by going to Sheridan High School until the middle of my sophomore year. Then I tried to finish up my schooling at John C. Schiffer Collaborative School far later than I should have. I have regretted that decision for many years. It seems that no matter what I tried, I fell short of being able to finish every time, until I finally ended up in the hands and the warm embrace of these lovely ladies, Billie Rae and Stephanie Zukowski, with the High School Equivalency program. Ultimately, that was by far the best educational decision I made for myself. This was because I could do it in my own time, in my own afternoon time frame, and comfortably work hard after my peace and quiet of the mornings. The reason I had the motivation to finish and I'm here today is because of the people in my corner cheering me on. For 4 years now, my loving and sweet other half, Michael, and his sweet and loving parents have rooted for me all the way, as well as my friends. The brilliant and always kind Billie Rae and Stephanie have literally cheered me on and believed that I could pass the HiSET, even when I doubted. And of course, there's my little shadow, my kitty Nala, who has stayed right by my side through the darkness of my past and into the light of the life I have now. Again, I deeply thank Billie Rae and Stephanie for pushing me in the best ways possible, and I thank you, Sheridan College, for the program that helped me finally achieve this goal. Thank you. I would like to invite Desiree, Dree? Okay, to the podium as our final student speaker.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and of course, my fellow graduates. If you don't know me, my name is Dree Bradish, and before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight. I think I speak for all of us when I say your love, encouragement, and support have meant more than words can express. We truly would not be standing here without you. Throughout high school, I had one goal: graduate early. It wasn't about trying to prove I was ahead of everyone else. It was a necessity. My parents were planning to move, and I faced two choices: graduate early or start over somewhere completely new where I knew no one and the nearest school was 30 minutes away. Looking back, I think that's what makes this moment so meaningful. If you had told me 3 years ago that I would be standing here giving a graduation speech, I probably would have laughed. Not because I didn't believe I was capable, but because at the time I had no idea how I was going to get here. Just a month before my freshman year, I decided to leave my self-directed school and enroll in public high school. Like many freshmen, I wasn't completely sure what to expect. It didn't take long for me to realize it wasn't the right environment for me. Let's just say my first semester gave me a healthy dose of humility, and by the end of it, I knew returning to my self-directed school was the right choice. When I returned, I had a clear goal and a plan to reach it. I planned to complete about 8 dual enrollment college courses while finishing high school. It was ambitious, but I believed it was possible, and I was ready to put in the work. Then I learned something very important. Even the best plans don't always survive reality. Sophomore year became my chance to start fresh. I enrolled in 3 college courses while balancing everything else expected of me, and I'll admit, I didn't handle everything perfectly. I procrastinated, and eventually that caught up with me. But by the end of the year, I had passed 2 of those classes and re-enrolled in the 3rd over the summer. More importantly, I had learned from my mistakes and was ready to keep moving forward. Then, about 3 weeks before the end of my sophomore year, another obstacle appeared. I was sitting in a meeting with my counselor when she told me she wasn't comfortable approving all the classes I needed for the following year. I still needed 5 more classes to stay on track. I asked if she would consider letting me take 2 the first semester and then reevaluate afterward, but she was only comfortable approving 1. At that point, I realized I couldn't leave my future up to chance, so I pivoted. I started researching every option I could find, asking questions, explored different paths, and put in more work than I ever had before. Eventually, I found another way to reach that same destination. And that is why I'm standing here today. The HiSCET program gave me a new beginning and has continued to support me through my academic future at the Aveda Institute of Cosmetology. I could not be more grateful to Sheridan College and Billie Rae for providing this as an option. I look around this room, and I know my story isn't unique. Every one of us has faced challenges that others may have never seen. Some of us struggled academically, some balanced school with work, family, or responsibilities outside the classroom. Some had plans change when life took an unexpected turn. But despite all those challenges, we are here. Not because everything went according to plan, but because we learned how to keep going when it didn't. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, each of you. I'm so proud of you. Special thanks I want to give today. Some of you have made our job so much easier, and I just want to make sure that you're recognized. I believe I have some former directors here. Robin couldn't come, but we have Jolene. Are you here? I thought I saw you. Jolene and Sarah waving right back there. Thank you so much for being here. They set and paved a great foundation for this program, including Robin, who's not here today. But thank you for supporting this every year with your presence here at this graduation and your activity all throughout the community. We are so blessed. Thank you. Yes. We partner with a magnificent program known as SCOPE. It's funded through Department of Workforce Services. This program is designed to work with out-of-school youth from the ages of 16 through 21. And they are able to give incentives that make a powerful difference in the lives of our students. It's a small group. They come under our umbrella for academics because we are the state-recognized adult education program for the state of Wyoming here in Sheridan. But they provide other sorts of avenues for instruction, for life skills, for finance, for job skills, career choice, It's an amazing program, and I think some of my scope people might be here, so you'll have to wave at me because I'm looking at a lot of faces. We're looking at Sadie and Tony. Yeah, keep it up for a minute. Sadie, right here, yes. Sadie and Tony are our scope coordinators and youth caseworkers from Department of Workforce, and Brenda was right next to them. She is our main instructor for scope, so she works alongside us, sort of following the rules that we need to follow to, especially for our age waiver students. Does an excellent job, and then we're missing Annie Trumbull, who has also an instructor for the program. Thank you. You bless us. And I hope it goes both ways, but we're so grateful for the students you send our way. And we're thankful for the help they give us just at letting people know about this program, and also our adult students. They are there to stand by them. So we appreciate that partnership with Department of Workforce. I'd like to thank those folks who have helped us right here at the college. Thank you to Sheridan College for housing us, giving us a beautiful place. For us to have our classroom working with us. Thank you so much. Thank you to marketing this year. We have hoodies in our gift bags. Thank you, Wendy, and marketing. And thank you, Autumn, for our photos this year. We're so grateful. Thank you to Sheridan College Admissions for our t-shirt gifts today. We're so thankful for that as well. The AAUW Association, which Jolene is head of right back here, they gift us a gift certificate each year to help pay for student tests. And some of us have forgotten what it's like to struggle to find $18 to pay for a test or $18 to pay for anything. But I do remember the days when it was time to go to the store and I looked under the car seat to see what change I could find. And I never want to forget those moments in my life when the struggle was real. And so miraculously, we've had organizations that have stepped up because they understood the struggle of not being able to buy the groceries and pay for the test, or buy the diapers and pay for the test, or pay for the driver's license and pay for the test. So thank you to AAUW, who has gifted us for several years in a row now a $300 gift card to cover the expenses of tests. We appreciate that so much. I can't even, I cried over the first one. Now I have a pile of receipts like this that shows the gift that they've given this community. Thank you, yes. Chapter J, PEO, a group out of Buffalo, heard about what AAUW is doing, and they rose up this last year and also handed us a scholarship card to help pay for tests for anybody, but we've used it a lot for Sheridan College and Johnson County students. And so that was a gift that kept on giving, and we're very thankful for them. Thank you to the food group. I see Jenny over here. I'm not sure if anybody else is here. This is Dr. Tribley's beautiful other half. Yeah, right. Woohoo. Such a heart for our population and for those who might be struggling. And the food group has provided food support for our classroom, inside the classroom. I mean, like when our students come in famished, we have an array of snacks for them. We've taken, our students have taken groceries home. We've done some home food support through food group. I can't thank you enough for that, the service that you do for people. Thank you. Yes. We're grateful for the Sheridan College Testing Center, who have worked with our students and love them even when sometimes they don't show. Nobody up here has ever done that. I know that. Once in a while, we sleep in or forget, the alarm, whatever. As much as they possibly can, they work with our students with life, as life throws curveballs. And so I'm so thankful for Aaron and Jennifer in the library. Sherilyn was there. They just have made our job easier and better. I'm not sure if Crystal Merriam is here from Lanyap Center today. She was going to try, but we have had several graduates come to us through the Lanyap Center, which is a program designed to provide job skills with a living wage at the same time. And then if they need high school equivalency, they get paid to come and learn. And it's a fabulous program. They're always looking for new enrollees. If you know of anybody that's a single parent, could use some job skills, job training, but can't afford to not make a paycheck to learn a skill, they pay you to learn a skill. We have the information for that. Finally, I want to thank the college for hiring a wonderful new director named Miss Stephanie. I'm so grateful to have her on my team. Now, I'm leaving the team, but not because I don't love the team. You know, I turned 70 this week. You're all supposed to say, wow, really? You know. But I'm not even leaving because I'm that. It just seems like it's a good time in my life to move on. And I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I'll do something because I'm not a person to sit around and twiddle thumbs at all. But Stephanie has brought amazing skills with her. You saw one right here, but we don't sing all the time in the classroom, but we sing sometimes in the classroom. Yes, we do. We give cheers in the classroom, and we do take out our blue and white pom-poms and give them a little woohoo for every test that's passed, and we love that. But she is skilled in all the right places. She's been a teacher for many years. She loves our population. She taught many of them music in when they were this big. So she's familiar with them. She's an incredibly skilled teacher, wonderful skills with computer. She has that next level of technology that somewhere I missed out on. So it's just a good thing all around. It's been a joy and a pleasure to work with her. And I'm just thankful Sheridan College did such a fabulous job. She will carry the baton, and I'll drop the papers. She will carry the baton and do a wonderful job of it, and I am going to be cheering. I might come in every now and then, Stephanie, with my cheerleader thingies and just cheer you on because you're fabulous. Nobody has much mentioned Dr. Sarah Jo today, though. Sarah Jo, She did get mentioned, but I want you to know, before Stephanie was hired, Sarah Jo took that position over me. And just, she didn't have a lot of experience with adult ed when she was given that position, but she immediately grasped the vision with all of her heart. And I felt safe and protected and encouraged by her. And though she chose to be quiet this graduation, Sarah Jo, your cheering us on is not quiet. Thank you for your heart. And one more thing I would like to say. When Dr. Tribally and Dr. Estella joined the staff at Sheridan College, it brought our program to another level. I say this every year. If you were here last year, you might have heard it. But I worked here enough years prior to their coming that I know that we were important. But when they came, we became valued. Our students became valued. They were looked at as potential important people that could either choose a career or go to college. It didn't matter, but they were valued, and the program was valued. And they came behind us with money for graduation and important situations and words of encouragement that made us have a place and stand up proud for Sheridan College. And I am forever grateful for their love and their support and for the way that we became just an asset to this community. And I want to thank you for that. I will always thank you for that. And students, you have made my life better. Forever, your number will be in my phone. Forever, ask Verizon. They just have a heart attack when I walk in and get a new phone. I'm so proud of you. I know the trouble and the struggle and sometimes the difficulty. I know what it is to not be able to do math. I was that girl. I was. the child who stayed after school every night in 7th grade. My teacher was so kind to me, but I'm sure he dreaded it when I said, "Mr. Johnson, could you stay tonight for me?" But one day I got it, and one day I could teach it. One day I walked away from high school with a piece of paper that was powerful because it gave me an entrance to this very college here. And I didn't do a great job of it, I'll tell you. I wanted to be making money so I could buy my own jeans. Mama never bought me jeans. I used to say, "Mama, just buy me a pair of Levi's." She goes, "Honey, they're too expensive." I wanted to make money. So I didn't do a great job here at Sheridan College, but I had that piece of paper. And when I left Sheridan College, because I did my full 2 years, then I went to another place and I finished up there, and I had another piece of paper, and it was a powerful piece of paper, and that piece of paper got me a job right here at Sheridan College. It also got me a job at a few other places that I still love. It didn't get me the job as a barista, and I loved that, but it was a great job. But it got me a job right here. And every day that I've worked at Sheridan College, I've wanted to come to work. And if I could say anything to you, I would say, it's just not all about the money, though you gotta pay the bills. It's not all about the prestige, but it's nice to be somebody. But when you can get up and wanna come to work, and wanna make a difference in somebody's life, and wanna go home and fix dinner for your kids and get up and do it all over again, you are rich. I am a rich lady today. A little bit old, but I'm rich. And I am forever grateful that your life and my life cross paths. Thank you, Sheridan College. Thank you for all of you. Thank you.
So, Billie Rae, a couple things. 70's the new 50. We know we're never going to replace you, but like a great leader, you're leaving Billie Rae's garden fertile. We have Stephanie here, we have Dr. Lloyd Sinclair, and your vision lives on.
Thank you.
I don't know how much you would have made if you took other jobs, but here I know you made a difference.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, Dr. Garrison, please join me. We're going to distribute our fabulous certificates. Join with Dr. Garrison, Dr. White Sinclair, Stephanie Zukowski. Billie Rae, you're up. Gonna take a picture.
Mary Beth Neal. Jason McLeod. Dree Bradish. Abriana Graham. You want me to say Lexi? Lexi Stanger. Bailey Whitford. Love you. Emma Green. I know your name though. Callie Howard. Michaela Sandoval. Cadence Green. Cameron Jacobson. Diamond Moreno Johnson. Mackenzie Payad. Lainey Baxter. Second row. Aubrey Goodman. McKinnon Trevino Bublitz. Cassidy Quarles, Sheridan College. Sheridan College in Johnson County. Angela Shannon. I won't say it as nice as you did. Jonathan Velasquez. Braden Lombach. Kyler Mines. Braden McCullough. Sheridan College in Johnson County, Cody Green. Jody Morton. Catherine King. Emmeline Traffy. Thank you. Sky Beatty.
All right, thank you. Graduates, each one of you that wishes to pursue more education here at Sheridan College this fall will receive an incentive scholarship of $1,000. Please make sure that Ms. Zukowski knows that you're going to do that. Now, this one's a little bit more complicated. School starts in August, okay? If you can't make it this fall, but you plan to start in the spring, the deal's still on. Just like Dr. Garrison. Success in anything breeds success. More success continues to breed confidence, and the sky's the limit. So, please, if you're going to start in the spring, please let Ms. Zukowski know that. She can hook you up with financial aid. We give far more financial aid than $1,000 a semester to many students. All right. You ready?
Ready.
Okay.
tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get up.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control.
Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
And then we'll do it again.
let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here